Hello Pisces, and welcome to yours is your ex coming back series. We have a visitor over here to bring you supreme luck. I don't know if you can see that here. Safi, say hi to Pisces. Are you going to? Hi Safi Saf. So guys, this is only for the people who want their exes back, or you're feeling a pull of energy, you're trying to figure out what the energy is all about, you're coming to your dreams, they're coming to your thoughts. You know you're that sign represented with the moon card. There's like specific psychic energy, the specific understanding on a soul level that you guys are able to experience. So keep that in mind. The cards over here that you see are called significators, and I'm going to just very quickly explain, even though they like really have deep research that I have done to kind of create this spread, cat terror nose I call that. It took me really long time. So 7 cards is like 7 numbers in the lottery, so you can just imagine this was pure luck. So the magician category is going to tell us, hey, can things really work out? And is this relationship really a go? Then temperance over here is going to tell us, hey, what we need to repair over here to make this kind of like push it forward. There are going to be 2 significators, either or of them. One of them is you and one of them is partner. So we're talking about energy communication in between. Judgment card here is really going to tell me what is karma thinking about the process of this relationship at this point in time, and for once the next steps. So let's see. Pisces for October and November. Pisces for October and November. Pisces for October and November. So let's start. So you have 9 of Pentacles. You have Queen of Wands. This is you coming into what needs fixing. You need fixing. Maybe you really like to be solo, and that's why this is kind of showing up here. Yeah, it looks like, look at this. You're like, everybody leave me alone. Everybody. Like you're almost protecting your heart chakra over here and fending everybody off over here. It's not that you don't have offers, you just don't know how to deal with them. Look at the 6 of Pentacles reversed. The Chariot. King of Swords. And interestingly enough, 9 of Cups. So we have 2 nines kind of like that are really bookends of this reading. We have 9 of Pentacles and we have 9 of Cups over here. And then we have a 7 and 7. I really think, and it's like Queen of Wands over here and King of Wands over there, just like a little bit aside from your own significator. It is actually very interesting. Everything, every ingredient is there except the most important one. You know, that spark to make things go like that, to merge them together, is reversed, and it's holding in this card. And what do we see over here? We see this merchant, probably a rich merchant, if we conclude by the way he's dressed, right? He is kind of like measuring how much he's giving. So it makes you wonder, why is he doing that, right? Let me just try to bring it closer so you see it, right? So I think he's doing that because he wants to see that people do something with it, even though you can see these people really destitute, they really need help. So this is really talking about somebody being in a position where they can give, where that energy can flow, somebody can give, somebody can take. But I really think it was in your situation that somebody was giving and giving and giving, another one was taking. And I really think that you're really fed up with that energy, and this is why everything is showing up this way. It almost looks like both of you want to be single at this stage. Both of you kind of like are still working possibly on some kind of issues, and there is like, clearly energy that is really dominating over here. Look at this dude. He's also crossing his arms right in front of his basically heart chakra, and it's kind of like, come to me. It's almost like an arrogant position, and I have never seen this card as a wish card, but it almost like tells me that this partner is possibly moving on, and it's moving on because you said enough. You put your foot down, and you just kind of like couldn't move forward anymore. So let's see, what else do we have? We have Four of Pentacles reversed. There's another Seven of Swords. There's like Knight of Swords reversed. Two of Swords. You're like really thinking about it, mulling it over. Wow, Queen of Swords. Now we have a Knight, we have Queen, and we have a King. It just needs Page to join us. Hierophant. Savi, you have your furry little ass. Yeah, on the table. You have your furry little, you know what? On the table. What do you say? And you have a dirty eye over here. Can you say hi to Pisces? Huh? Oh, that was a big one. Do you love Pisces? How much? How much? Ooh. Wait up, this card? This card, I need to look into that. Look, this card, Safi picked. And this card is really talking about walls and boundaries. He's also, again, protecting his heart chakra. It really tells me, guys, that maybe you feel that you have been taken advantage of. That card over here, maybe you have been giving and giving, because this can talk about literally giving money, that you have been supporting somebody's dreams, right, in order to push it forward. It happens, right? It happens. We kind of like really want to help people to get back on their feet or to pursue their dreams if we can do that. It's always done for most of us who are not independently rich. It's done with, hey, you know, I hope I'll be in your life. I'm really doing this because I want things to kind of like move it forward. But this is giving me the sense of you understanding, like there is like some kind of like sense of aha moment over here. You're very much acting like an air sign over here, very much. You look at the water, pretty much non-existent, which tells me that there is a process that you're really thinking, that there's like something that, you know, have been, and sorry, see, when I move this to show you my kitty cats, like everything moves. You're still here, Savi? Do you love Pisces? How much? How much? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Yeah. Sit. Sit, Miss. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. So, I really think, guys, that this is also indicating some sort of anger, some sort of like, how could you? I really feel what is really striking to me, that the other person doesn't feel that he or she owes you anything. In fact, they really benefited out of what you have given. And they really have almost like you could have actually purchased education of some sort, and they're like so much stronger as a result of it. They're very happy, and at this stage they're deciding, you know, I'm happy, I want to be on my own. I kind of like really don't want you over here. I don't need you over here. And I think that kind of like came as a shock, but at the same time I think you're realizing that you did the typical, you pull Pisces, right? And what does it mean? Like you pick up the wounded bird and you say, oh, you pretty birdie, let me come and heal you. And you take the birdie and you kind of heal the birdie and you're capturing the birdie, and all of a sudden birdie's getting better. You're so happy that things are actually evolving in that direction, and the bird is starting to eat and it's chirping and everything. And you know, one day you open the window and the bird goes, yes, look at this, I can fly, thank you, and goodbye. They are good on their own. And it is a big lesson. It is a karmic lesson when we need to do that. And hence is this decision, head or heart. Your heart is still longing, but your head is saying, well, this was supposed to be. You know, I know this is like never good when you help somebody and somebody else just like leaves you in the dust. But if this is any consolation, they will be actually facing their own reckoning. This really reminds me of the book that I read. It's called American Tragedy by Theodore Dreiser. If you haven't read that, I highly advise. It's really talking about, social climber in like society, and that's what I see here. I see a narcissistic point, I see a social climbing point. Yet, however, you also need to understand that there was an aspect of a soul development that you really needed to see and you really needed to learn, which was quote unquote offered to you. I don't think, well, I guess you have been angry for quite a while about the situation. It's not so much longing that I see here as much as see anger, right? I also see there is lots of jealousy and resentment over here, but they're getting the tower. Tower is, well, let me tell you, not a fun place to be. But tower also can be a little bit that you're going to get, which is that understanding, okay, well, this was not being built properly. I maybe was anticipating something, but I didn't communicate that. Maybe I didn't know them well enough. It's going to be a whole bunch of things, which is going to basically be a life lesson, which is really important to get. So there's like a 10 of cups over here. Look at this. Like, this is in a category of, like, I mean, if this is a go, how this can be a go. Somebody wants to be single, they're like big walls erected, and I'm not putting a happy face, but I'm truly not happy. I need to work on it, right? The Empress, you're feeling neglected, especially if you're a woman and a mother. You kind of like really feel that somebody pulled a rug under your feet, or maybe you even feel inadequate to some level, but that's going to start to change, guys. You're getting the Sun. I don't think I had the Sun in entire 12 signs, and you're the sign that is being read last. They're going to come back to you. Page of Pentacles reversed, and look at this Ace of Swords. So there's this, the very last card is a Karmic card. Ace of Swords is really talking about cutting ties. They want to be with you, but I don't know if you guys have a child with this person, and now this person feels, I'm so much better than you are no longer good enough, and doesn't even want to introduce you to my friends and to my coworkers, because it looks like there is some kind of structure of some sort. It could be some kind of like shame, and maybe this is why you feel inadequate. You're saying, well, this is who I am. I always was this way. And you're kind of like really feeling let down. But the Sun is like that huge awakening. You need to speak your piece. And the Sun means you're back on this horse. They're like things moving forward. It's such a positive card. It really talks about it. You're kind of like understanding your own value, especially if you have a child with this person. You're going to be so in a driver's seat. And I really think that this is what this person actually reacts to, and this is unfortunate. They react to person's confidence, and they kind of like value people not so much by the money, because I really don't see this like numerous pentacles, but sort of like there is this expectation of, oh, I'm higher and I'm better kind of a thing. I really think that there is some kind of a couple over here as well around this person, which could be this person's parents, or this could be that this person is just like simply trying to commit him or herself to somebody else, and maybe is even promised marriage of some sort. And this is kind of like really, really confusing, because maybe you have been with this person, maybe you have a child from before, and it was always issue. You always kind of like felt, maybe you're not supporting, maybe you're not accepting my child. Now it looks like there's something else, that they're moving forward, that they're actually accepting everything, which, as I'm saying, this is perception. Hey, something else is going to better their life. It's highly calculative decision, I really have to tell you. Especially if you're dealing with an air sign. you are almost becoming an air sign yourself. You have to understand that sometimes people can be cruel, and cruelty comes in every element. Both of them are up, and there is like meeting of the minds. I have to tell you something that that other person doesn't even know about everything that has happened. If air sign knows, if air sign finds this out, they would be furious, because air sign rules fairness, and they don't want to get and obtain something under false premises, because they could sucker into this emotionally. We see the 7 and we see 16. 1 and 6 is 7 again. There is like something going on and needing to commit to something. There is realization of the lies being told. There's like somebody who thought he's winning because this is a 6, but look, 1 and 6 is a 7 over here, right in between. It's almost like they're setting themselves up for failure. I really think, guys, that you have been dealing with somebody extremely narcissistic, extremely ambitious, a huge social climber. And this is why this is calling for you to, hello, wake up, slap yourself a few times and in a mirror and just say, what the F was I thinking over here? Because you had all these doubts. Look at this all the communication is inversed. Sure, are you soulmates? Yeah, you are. You have like these 2 6s. I can see that. It was it. Most people don't understand that soulmates come in their life to learn certain lesson. You have been generous. Do not regret it. I mean, the sun is all this generosity. We wouldn't have life without the sun. Without you, they wouldn't be where they are. You have paid it forward hugely. You need to understand. They too want to come, but not for permanent kind of thing. It's kind of like, hey, can we have sex of some sort? Because this person is not committing to anybody. And that's going to be something that is going to cost them greatly. These people here are super, super smart. And as I said, if, or rather to say when, because I think the last week in November, they'll find out something. Or this new woman, it looks like, in this person's life, is going to get a whiff of what has been, taking place. And she's going to also realize that she has been lied to. So, I wonder what's going to happen to this person. I wonder how this is going to go, right? Because you dig the hole under someone and then you slip and you fall into it yourself. This is interesting, guys. But if anything, we do see karma and almost like put the period on it. Said, look, I'm stepping in. And we have first the Tower and then Ace of Swords. It's going to be interesting, guys. So please don't forget to check your ascendant and to check your moon sign. Of course, the best is to get a reading with me. All this information you have here on the side, my website over here. Also in the description, you can find my email as well to contact me. And please don't forget to subscribe to be able to find me again. And monthlies are coming up very, very soon. Pisces, you know that I love you. Please click like. And I see you very soon and would like to hear your comments. What's up with this and what kind of karma got to them? That kind of like would be really interesting because we see this manifesting very soon. So all the best until the next time, and you know that I love you.